Mazel, morons. Welcome back to the Good Guys podcast. I'm sitting here with a man who doesn't cheat on his wife, but he does cheat on his taxes. It's Ben Soffer.
Never, ever get the IRS off my back. No. But I do cheat. I cheated on many a test. I didn't. We've never spoken about this. Were you a high school cheat? Middle school cheat? Peek over? Or was all home? Was it homeschooling? I don't.
Yeah, my childhood was robbed from me from show business.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a drive-by.
But yeah, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate.
You think you're
sorry? I cheated though. I cheated on so many Spanish tests. I just wasn't in the mood to learn it. Like I already went to a Jewish school. I'm learning Hebrew. I'm learning English. I barely know English, and I got to learn Spanish. Like that's a lot. It was too much.
You were learning Spanish at a rabbinical Jewish school?
You could pick between Spanish and French. You needed to learn English, Hebrew, Spanish.
I'm imagining you being taught, I know it's not this way, by a rabbi, like a Catholic school, how you're taught by nuns and priests. I'm imagining a rabbi being like, okay, so repeat after me. Los ustedes comer naranjas.
Oh my God, I wish it was that. Oh, I wish. Oh, that would have been so funny. Oh my God. No, it was just like a regular Spaniard. Oh my God, the rabbi teaching Spanish. Unbelievable. I don't cheat on my taxes. IRS, get off my ass.
Do you think you could have ever become a rabbi?
Yeah. I feel like they're like people. Yes. I think you just like, if you want to become a rabbi, you can become a rabbi.
And what kind of rabbi would you be?
Could I be a good rabbi? I think I could be a great rabbi. Don't you think I could cultivate a community? I think 100%. I could have just wonderful people that look up to me. I give a nice sermon. I put out a nice spread. I talk to you about life. For sure. I think you would be a great rabbi.
I think you would be I think you'd be a much better rabbi than me. But I think you would be excellent at it. I think you have too much of an entrepreneurial mind. So then you'd try to like turn your temple into a chain.
Yeah. I was just about to say, Josh, do you want to launch a mega synagogue?
You'd franchise your synagogue? Could there be something more Jewish?
Do you want to launch a mega synagogue the way they do mega churches? It'll be me and you. We'll bring in all like great singers. We'll have like a 5,000 person amphitheater type service.
Yes.
Oh man, we will be raking in the dough. Of course, it's a nonprofit, but we'll be raking it in.
Tell me what you think of this, and we'll probably have to cut it out. My big brother, who is a great Jew in my life, he goes to shul once a week, and shul, which is Yiddish for synagogue, in case people don't know. And the reality is, at least all the synagogues I've been to over the last decade, they have a form of armed security there.
Yes.
And so he is, lives in a state where they are very accepting of giving people concealed carry licenses. He carries a firearm when he goes to synagogue, and he has created a prayer shawl, a traditional prayer shawl that one would wear at a Jewish synagogue, with a little compartment for your concealed carry weapon. It's called concealed carry tallis.
Does he sell it?
He's about to sell it. Shout out. I will put the website in the notes.
Great. We'll sell it. Fox News will sell it. Where else will they sell it? He's the new My Pillow.
Sponsored by the NRA.
See, the thing is, first of all, I love the product. I love the entrepreneurial spirit. If there's a problem and there's a need, you can make money off it. Okay, fantastic. That said, how fucking sad is it that we need to bring weapons to places of worship? I'm sorry, it's terrible. And like the fact is, you said it, like even before like this current rise of anti-Semitism, my schools, my synagogues always had police officers. Always. Like the fact that you need a police officer or an armed guard to make sure that nothing funky goes on while people are praying is terrible.
It's funny. I've been lucky enough randomly, partly because of my first podcast, and also then when I was in Turner and Hooch and playing a U.S. Marshal, I had become friends with a former director of the Los Angeles division of the FBI and friends with the former deputy director of the U.S. Marshals. And it was interesting because they both had very different sort of outlooks on carrying a weapon in civilian life, which obviously, if you're a law enforcement officer, you're more than allowed to do. The U.S. Marshal carried not only a regular service weapon, but a backup, no matter where he went. If he was going to get coffee, no matter what, he said, if something happens, I'm qualified and I want to be ready to help no matter what. My lovely friend who is in the FBI, who was also Jewish, was like, it's too much responsibility. He's like, I don't want to carry anymore. I did it for 21 years.
I'm with him. Too much
Me
responsibility.
too.
I can't even imagine.
Crazy,
Like,
right?
Crazy. Like it's the same reason I don't wear a watch. Like, and this is a me thing, right? Like I feel like I'm going to lose things if I have them, and I've gotten much better at it over the years. But to have a gun on my hip pocket, imagine I'm texting and I get emotionally mugged by that guy on 59th Street. And all of a sudden, I'm texting on my phone. He grabs my gun, shoots me in the head. No good. I can't do it.
It's an unbelievable responsibility. And I love what my buddy from the FBI said, that when he joined the FBI and he had to tell his Jewish grandmother that he was now going to be in the FBI, he's like, I tried to like put it easy to her so she didn't get too nervous. I said, Mom, Grandma, don't worry. Because when we go to get a bad guy, if there's one bad guy, we bring two guys. And if there are two bad guys, we bring 4 agents, and so on and so forth. And he said, my grandmother looked at me and said, good, stand in the back. It's so good.
Josh, I ate at an incredible restaurant this weekend.
Oh, tell me.
An incredible restaurant. I had no idea that it was new. I had no idea. Somebody offered me a reservation at a restaurant called Corner Store. It's now 1 week old. It's on, if you've been to Sadel's on West Broadway, it's where the Dos Caminos used to be. And I never saw anybody go into the Dos Caminos. Nobody went in there. People would just use the Dos Caminos bathroom because Sadel's has single stalls. The biggest what are you nuts of all time. You're eating bagels and coffee. People are going to need to take shits in the morning. So they walk down the street to the Dos Caminos. Dos Caminos became Corner Store. Corner Store, Josh, is the Catch Guys.
Wow.
It's their newest restaurant. And this food was outstanding. Outstanding. Let me walk you through a couple of things that I ate, okay? This is my best bite of the week. And when you're here, you're coming, you are going to love it. Okay, they have an amazing like raw bar selection. I don't eat that, but apparently their shrimp cocktail is out of this world. And it comes with like almost like it's not a traditional cocktail sauce. It's almost like a mayo-based cocktail sauce, somewhere between a cocktail sauce and a Russian. Looked insane.
But Ben, you scream shrimp man. You are a shrimp man, and you gotta be a little lenient with the trife here.
I know. I just don't do shellfish. Maybe we will one day, not today.
You ate a little calamar. Am I allowed to say this and put you on blast? You ate a little calamar when it was given to us at.
I didn't eat it.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You ate. Oh, you didn't.
I didn't eat it.
You ate
fried
Carbone?
Calamari. And I was sick after. There was one time, and I was sick as a dog.
Oh, it was delicious at Carbone. So good. Calabrian chilies.
It was fantastic.
God,
I wasn't sick from the food. I was sick from the type of food. Okay, look, I didn't eat the shrimp. You would have loved it. I ate the tuna tartare. It was out of this world. Okay, they have these steamed artichokes, Josh.
Love.
Unbelievable. No, but I can't even tell you it was the best artichoke I've ever had. I had this delicious snapper crudo. We then went to the Caesar salad. I've never seen this before. Josh, they had cream cheese croutons.
Huh?
A crouton stuffed with cream cheese.
Sick.
So you bite into it, you hear the crunch of the bread, and then the inside is filled with cream cheese, paired with that creamy Caesar dressing. Blew my mind.
That would, I think I would get a call from my cardiologist as I bit into that going, I'm canceling you as a client.
Done. It blew my mind. I then finished off with a reasonably priced Dover sole. Loved. It was fantastic.
Interesting.
But others there was a lobster. What was the lobster? There was a lobster dish that looked unbelievable. They have a French dip that is with Wagyu. Oof. This place, a horseradish sauce. This place, tip top. Highly recommend.
You know, my wife and I think the only real knock on the Catch, sort of the restaurants in LA, New York, was that it became so popular that it became trendy and it became too popular and then it was kind of not cool to go. But like it or not, the food is excellent. Those desserts, yeah, it's a good Instagrammable moment. It's also just a good moment. And I believe that the guys behind Catch could make a killer restaurant like that. I'm in. I can't wait to go.
The food is so good. I am now friends with the group. They came over. They were so nice.
Love
Eugene Rem, we're in. We're going. It was amazing. And if anybody listening needs a reservation, find somebody else. Okay?
Totally.
Not going to be me.
Totally. I am so, and this is a good transition. I have a buddy, Jordan Oken, hosts the Air Jordan Food Podcast, the only LA-based food podcast. It's great. And so he's like in the food scene, him and his hetero life mate, Max Shapiro.
Quickly, Josh, I want to go on that podcast.
We're going. When you come in, we'll go guest in the pod. He wants us.
Great. Done. We're going. We're in. Good.
And
Great.
He wants... And so he gets hit up for reservations non-stop. The man can't breathe. So one day, I'm going downtown. We're going to see a concert, my wife and I and some friends of ours. And so I say to Jordan, I don't want to do this. This is not like me, but my wife wants to do it nice. Could you possibly get me a reservation at Bavel? Mm-hmm. Now, Bavel is this incredible, the chef, Ori, is behind Bestia, Bavel, some of the best restaurants in Los Angeles. Incredible place. The food, Israeli food, beyond, right? Never a dull moment at Bavel. So he does it. He goes, for you, Josh, anything. I go, of course, because I'm not like all people, you know? I'm a child celebrity. So, so he gets us a res, and the couple that we're with and they're lovely, and we love them, they had just had a really late lunch. And I decided in my head, oh, I hate you. A late lunch. We're at
no
Bavel.
good.
You know what I did for this reservation? I called in a big favor. Huge. You're not that hungry? See, that is the difference between having that Jewishy, Yiddish stomach. I hear we're going to a marquee restaurant. Suddenly a new chamber opens up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I could have gone to the hometown buffet for lunch. I've always got room. One thing that you need to know about me, I've always got room.
Yep. Always. Literally, and back to the reservations. I'm literally making a reservation for somebody right now. In between us recording, Pookie and Jett asked for a reservation at Emilio's. I'm making a reservation at Emilio's for Pookie and Jett right now.
What? And it's so funny, they're going to be at Emilio's and not on our podcast. Where's that, Ben? Where's that?
Damn it.
That's what you need to leverage. You want to have a nice pasta dish?
I'm getting Jett. I'm going to get them. Maybe they're still here. Oh, I'll ask. I'll see if they're still here tomorrow.
So my boy, and this is really great for us too now, Ben, because now because you really have all the juice in New York with reservations. I mean, you're incredibly hooked up. I'm jealous about it. And I've been a Pookie Jett in your life. I'll be honest. I've asked you for a res.
You are.
So Jordan works for this insane company called Dorsia, which I am now going to be like a little bit of like a small ambassador for. Basically, Dorsia is this app, and I'm not doing a hard sell here. I'm just telling you about something I think is cool, that you can get same-day reservations at Teresi, at Carbone, at these places that are impossible. And basically, the way you do it is you're just going there and guaranteeing a minimum through the app. So, For like an insane place like Teresi, it might say, hey, you want to eat here tonight? It's going to be $200 a person. So yeah, it's going to be a $400 meal, but you're going to a restaurant like that, you're like going to drink, you're going to do it up. And basically once your tab hits $400, you're good. Anything in excess of that, you have to pay, the difference. And if you don't reach 400, well, too bad, you're out 400. But it's a ways for restaurants to say, hey, we know it's hard to get a res. If you can guarantee we're going to make X amount tonight, you can get in. And they're not all that expensive, but I think it's pretty cool. So shout out Dorcia. So I can get us into cool places too now, Ben.
It's a great idea. I want to know what schmuck is going in and leaving a part of their Dorcia tab. I would just, you obviously have to order up till the spend, even if you're sick. Even if you're sick,
Totally.
You order up to the spend.
So how do I get to $400 for two people?
19 orders of shrimp cocktail.
Oh, hot.
13 Dover soles.
Take it home.
You have a summer truffle? Okay, I'll take 3.
Take it home, babe.
You can get there. You can get there. It's easy. Come with me. We'll get there. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Fatty 15. I'm so excited to share with you guys that an incredible scientific breakthrough has come to light to support our long-term health and wellness. C15 is the first essential fatty acid to be discovered in 90 years. And get this, studies have confirmed that it's 3 times better, broader, and safer than omega-3s. A new study has come out about the first new nutritional deficiencies in 75 years called cellular fragility syndrome, caused by a lack of essential fatty acids, C15. As many as 1 in 3 people worldwide may have low C15 levels and cellular fragility syndrome, which can accelerate aging-related breakdown and impair metabolic, liver, and heart health. Oof! Okay, folks, don't worry, okay? Do not worry, because it's pretty simple. Essential nutrients keep our cells healthy, which keep us healthy. If you want to get sciencey about it, studies show that C15 works by strengthening our cells, improving our mitochondrial function, and protecting us against damaging free radicals. The result? Better long-term metabolic, liver, and heart health. It ends up many of us are deficient in C15, which results in weaker cells that make less energy and quit working earlier than they should. All of that makes us age faster. We don't want that. Sleep poorly? Hell no. Feel sluggish? Is this sounding familiar? Well, folks, if it is, it's time that you try Fatty 15. Fatty 15 is on a mission to replenish your C15 levels and restore your long-term health. You can get an additional 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit by going to fatty15.com/goodguys and using code goodguys at checkout. That's fatty, Fatty, 15.com/goodguys and using code goodguys at checkout. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by OpenPhone. One of the most common mistakes business owners make is using their personal phone numbers for business. But you can't be limited to just your cell phone and notes app to get your work done. With OpenPhone, you can stay connected while AI features keep helping your business stay on track. Folks, I made this mistake, okay? Started Spritz Society, kept my same phone number. Everybody has my phone number. I get 2,000 spam calls a day. It's absolutely terrible, okay? And you absolutely should not do this, and OpenPhone is the way to go because OpenPhone is the #1 business phone system made for modern business. They empower your business to succeed by streamlining client communication and fostering teamwork with a diverse set of features. OpenPhone works through an app on your phone or computer and integrates with HubSpot and hundreds of other systems. They use AI-powered call transcripts and summaries so you can have a summary of your phone call with action items right when you hang up. No more note-taking or forgetting to-dos. Businesses love OpenPhone because it's easy to manage, collaborative, customizable, and flexible to meet all of your business needs. OpenPhone is rated the #1 business phone for customer satisfaction with over 1,700 reviews and voted best in usability, easiest setup, most implementable, and easiest admin.
So folks, right now, OpenPhone is offering 20% off your first 6 months when you go to openphone.com/goodguys. That's openphone.com/goodguys. openphone.com/goodguys for 20% off 6 months. And if you have an existing number with another service, OpenPhone will port them over at no extra charge.
Okay. Speaking of drinks, quickly, because I forgot to mention on the last one, Spritz Society has launched, Josh, our new flavor with Craig Conover.
Wow.
Our new flavor, it's lemon iced tea. It's unbelievable. It's delicious. And you can go to spritzsociety.com, use code Craig20, CRAIG 20, the great Craig Conover. Not the great Craig Conover, the doctor, the great Craig Conover that is my friend, that is on Southern Charm and is phenomenal, even though I'm sure the other great Craig Conover is also a friend of other people. I wonder, do you think it's difficult, Josh, having your name be the exact same as another person that's also a celebrity?
It's so funny because I once messaged the person on Instagram who's at Josh Peck, and they just wrote to me, "I've been waiting for this day." Because I was just like, "Hey, want to give it to me?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "I get it. You had it first. Enjoy it. Take care of it." But yeah, it's got to be weird.
Yes, I digress, but it's spritzsociety.com, lemon iced tea, code Craig20. Back to you. How much did he try to charge you?
We didn't even do a money thing because I already know about what happened a couple months ago with that girl who, remember that was like in the news. Did you see that, Olivia?
I don't know if I did.
I didn't see it. What was it?
It was a girl who was an influencer who married into a rather prominent sort of wealthy family, and so her name changed obviously, and someone already had her new name.
Sophia Richie?
No. This is like much smaller.
Okay.
But you know, this prominent, impressive family, she married into it. She messaged a person, said, "I'd love to give you X for this new handle." The person said, "I'll pass." She's like, "Please." And the person was like, "I actually just checked, and I think this could get me banned from Instagram to charge you to switch screen names." And then, of course, the person made it public, and it was like very just annoying.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking for a long time. I'm never going to change from Boy with No Job, but Ben Soffer. It's it's my God-given name. The Instagram handle.
What about if you could just be at Ben?
Doesn't somebody have Ben?
That's power, of course. Yeah.
Who's the? No, but I'm saying, doesn't somebody that like?
Let's see.
It's like, who's Ben? Somebody's Ben. Who's Josh? You look up Ben. I'll look up Josh. Just okay. Josh.
Et Ben. Who's just Ben?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to do this.
I don't know either. Because it just Ben's I know come up.
Me too.
I see.
All right.
Just Ben.
Okay.
He's private. The profile photo.
I see it too.
A small dog.
Yes, a Frenchie. He has 21,000 followers. It's way less than you, Ben.
Way less.
Okay.
All right.
Who's at Josh?
And who's just Josh?
Maybe that should be my name, just Josh. Okay, where's Josh? There's a lot. I don't even. No, I can't find it. If you're just at Josh, let me have it. Give it. I want it.
Do you want it? I don't even think I want Ben. It's too simple.
It's kind of hot. If you could be like, I'm Josh at,
actually,
AOL.com.
it's really cool. Follow me on Instagram. It's just Ben. Wow.
It's just Ben. Oh, that's good.
Oh my God. She got a little horny.
Did you guys hear that they announced Kendrick Lamar is going to be the Super Bowl performer for the 2025 Super Bowl?
No, I didn't hear.
How do we feel about this?
I don't know. I don't. He's fine. I think it would be fine. Ugh. Just give the people what they want. This is not what the people want.
Kesha.
people want Fall Out Boy. Oh, Josh, speaking of Fall Out Boy, did I tell you that I'm DJing Webster Hall?
You're DJing Webster Hall?
You want to
Is it
come
an emo
September
night?
21st? I'm DJing. I have an hour-long set at Emo Night where I'm going to be playing all the top hits. Fall Out Boy. I'm going to be playing Simple Plan. I'm going to be playing You Hate It, I'm playing it.
That should be your tagline. You hate it, I play it. That's so funny because you're so not like a tech guy that I could just imagine you setting up your playlist on like you like plug in a cassette player.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a fantastic night. But I don't know why they don't have Fall Out Boy. Wouldn't that be great?
Okay, no shade on Fall Out Boy.
Who do you want them to have? LL Cool J? I've had enough of LL Cool J, okay? I saw him at the most recent music awards, the VMAs. I'm like, more LL?
I like to call him Uncle L. What I would say is I love Kendrick Lamar. Love. He performed at the Forum in June. Ugh, I wish I was there. I'm a massive fan. I think he's one of the best out there. I just think the Super Bowl show should, and this is not my take, it's the great Joey Camasta's take. I think it should only be a diva. I think it should be reserved for divas.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's a Taylor.
A J-Lo.
I think it's a J-Lo. I think it's a Beyonce. I think it's a Adele.
A Claudia Oshry.
A Celine Dion. You should have Celine. Could you imagine?
No, I can't.
Celine Dion.
Love Celine Dion. I love her. And she's found her voice again. Nobody really is talking about it, okay? But her, like, she is the real life Little Mermaid. Like, somebody went in, stole her voice, and then it was given back to her. They need to make like a cartoon. Like, where is her Ursula?
Wow, that just blew my mind. Walking around on those, what do they call them? Feet. It's feet.
I want to be where the people are. What a freaking movie.
I just like Celine does her version. I want to be a Quebecois. I'm from Montreal. Olivia, what are your thoughts on the performance at the Super Bowl?
I think that there's an argument to be made that Kendrick is kind of having his diva moment this year, though, no? With Not Like Us?
Yeah.
Is he having... I understand that maybe it isn't... you have to take in, like, I don't know. I mean, like, what would be the ultimate, like, crowd pleaser? Because I feel like every year there's going to be some kind of conversation of, you know, someone's unhappy, but I don't know. I love Kendrick.
I do too.
He pulls off, but I hear what you're saying, though.
I think Bruno Mars, has he done it?
Yeah, he did it with the Chili Peppers in, like, what, 2013? 2014?
Oh, really?
Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers together did the Super Bowl?
That's sick.
Yeah. I think it was
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. Where was I?
Let me tell you, because like I remember, and I love Maroon 5, but I think Super Bowl, it was in Atlanta, and the headliners were Maroon 5, and I'm like, how did you guys miss the opportunity to get Outkast, Missy Elliott, like Lil Wayne? No, he's Louisiana, but like there are such incredible. Like I think you should keep it somewhat local.
I like the idea of keeping it local, but then you run into like just like not having somebody famous.
Sure. Fair. Okay, Super
if you get
Bowl
to like a small market,
2025 is going to be it's going to be at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Lil Wayne.
Josh, here's the problem with Kendrick. Okay, no shade to his music. I personally. I just don't do well at rap concerts. I wish I did. I don't know what to do.
God, tell us
I don't know
more,
what to do.
Dad.
I've gone to Drake twice. Okay, the first time I went
not
to Drake,
hip hop.
First time I went to Drake, I fell down the stairs. This is
Why?
unrelated. I was just at Madison Square Garden and I fell down the stairs.
Sick.
And that's my memory of Drake. And then the second time I remember I agree, Drake is more pop. I like Drake, and then 21 Savage came on, and I just didn't know what to do. But like, what do you do? Like it's a lot of head nodding.
Yeah, dog. It's called bumping. It's called feeling that energy.
But don't you want to sing? Don't you want to sing? I can't sing. I can't sing because I can't rap at I can't rap at their cadence. Like,
oh, you can. Oh man, dude, have you ever been to a Jay-Z concert?
Of course, never.
Oh my God,
Have you?
3.
Wow. By the way, I'll go to the next one, which is I don't think there's ever going to be another one. He's too rich.
When he gets to a song and it goes, public service announcement, and it goes, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove, H to the O-V. White kids all over the stadium are going nuts, just like me.
No, that's nuts. I agree. But Jay-Z is not Kendrick. I don't know.
Kendrick sauce. It'll be interesting. I agree. I think you just need, it's a special recipe for the Super Bowl, and it's a tall order. I'll tell you that. Real tall.
And I'm just saying nobody can do it better than Creed.
That would be amazing.
This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Prolon. Did you know that there's a nutrition plan that doesn't just help you lose weight, but actually has been shown to lower your biological age score? I'm going to be 18 again. It's called Prolon by L-Nutra. And here's the craziest part. It's a fast that includes food. You heard that right, folks. A fast where you don't have to fast, but get the benefits of fasting. Say less. Introducing Prolon, a revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes the body while making cells believe they're fasting. Researched and developed for decades at the University of Southern California Longevity Institute and backed by leading U.S. medical centers, Prolon helps promote healthy blood sugar, support cardiovascular health, and reduce abdominal fat. But Prolon isn't a diet. Prolon is science. Science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. And this all starts with Prolon's 5-day program. Snacks, soups, and beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced. Folks, if I was going to start a nutrition program, Prolon is exactly what I'd use. It's so unbelievably convenient. They send you everything you need in one box, and it's backed by Nobel-winning science, and it totally works. Highly recommend Prolon. It's no wonder why thousands of doctors now recommend Prolon to support healthy blood sugar and cardiovascular health. So folks, right now Prolon is offering Good Guys listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/goodguys. That's prolonlife.com/goodguys for this special offer. That's prolonlife.com/goodguys. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by Quince. It's been a busy season of events and travel. You know, Hamptons, Fashion Week. What can we do? Ben's offers celebrity. And my wardrobe has been taking a beating. A total overhaul isn't in my budget, but I'm replacing some of those worn-out pieces with affordable, high-quality essentials from Quince. Quince has all the seasonal must-haves like cashmere sweaters from $50. What are you, nuts? What a great deal. 100% European linen shirts and versatile activewear. The best part, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out costs of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. How lucky are we? And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes that I love. Folks, I'm living in this cashmere. I can't wait for it to be fall so I can wear it out of the house, but right now I'm wearing the cashmere indoors. I love the feeling of a nice, cozy cashmere sweater, but the second it drops below 50 degrees in New York, I'm gonna be living in my Quince cashmere. Upgrade your wardrobe with pieces made to last with Quince. Go to quince.com/goodguys for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/goodguys to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/goodguys.
You've seen that, yeah. Have you seen that video from like the random Cowboys game? Of course you have, where they fly in and they're singing, "Can you take me higher?"
If I haven't seen it, I'm going to look for it. So I want to finish my story, which I gave a cliffhanger for last week's episode, about talking about my dear son starting to throw up all over my wife's aunt's house while we were staying over there in Northern California. So
Aunt.
So we head up north to my wife's aunt's house with the kids and all the families there. We have this incredible red letter day on Sunday. All the baby cousins are hanging out. My wife's cousins are hanging out. We're in the pool. We're out of the pool. Incredible spread. Unbelievable day. And I needed this, Ben. I didn't get any vacation. I haven't been on a vacation this year. Just to get out of LA with my family, my beautiful family. Baruch Hashem. So lucky. So then I'm laying in bed with my son. He begins to throw up because he's had all this congestion. He's throwing up red blood cough syrup all over the carpet. Now I'm mortified, right? So I immediately go, oh my God, I got to go get paper towels. I got to start cleaning this up. My Paige wakes up. She helps Max into the bathroom. I know he's taken care of. So now I go, I'm on cleanup duty. So I start going down the stairs. I miss the last stair. My right foot plants, but I'm coming down with double the amount of weight because I missed the last stair. And these were like Hardy stairs. This was like the stairs in Annie, like this is Daddy Warbucks style. And I hear my quad rips.
Huh?
My quad muscle. It rips.
Are you injured?
I've never heard a muscle rip in my life except when I was bench pressing and I tore my pec, okay? And it scared me to death. I hear the rip. I feel a lightning bolt of pain go through my leg, and I proceed to topple over like I just fell out of a car. I look up. My wife's aunt is staring down at me. She goes, "Did you just have a heart attack?" I said, "Max threw up blood everywhere, and I think I tore my quad." And now I am cleaning up throw up in a spin, a neurotic, fear-based spin like I haven't been in years about, oh my God, I'm going to have to get orthopedic surgery. I'm not going to be able to take care of my kids. I'm going to be in a full cast. My wife's going to resent me. Oh boy, I can't wait for the pain meds, separate issue. And it was like, first of all, it was very painful and it like shocked me. So I just couldn't even sleep all night. And what a day that had started so wonderful, sort of ended in this silly way. It's really scary just because you like forget how quickly you can get hurt. Luckily, and I couldn't bend my leg. Like I couldn't do this. I was like, I could walk, but I couldn't move. It was bad. So the next day, we're going to see the 49ers play the New York Jets because my father-in-law played for the Jets, and it's the boys' first Jets game to see their grandpa's team. And I proceeded to walk that stadium with my bum leg. And here's a fun fact. When you're the away team, the home team gives the away team, a couple hundred tickets, I would imagine, because each player has some family who come in. They give you the worst tickets in the house. So we are on the 400 level. My sister-in-law, Blake, when the Blue Angels flew by, said, "I can touch them." And I was like, I had this bum-ass leg while everyone's like, why is Josh from Drake and Josh on the top level of Levi's Stadium and going down? I'm like literally like this, going up and down the stairs. Like, hi. Ow! Oh! Ow! It was so demoralizing. So that was my weekend.
But your quad is fine now.
So first of all, I do want to say it was the greatest experience ever. I'm so glad my kids got to go and have a real experience and sit in like the regular seats and didn't get some like fancy schmancy thing.
Oh, shut it. Come on.
Because
I'm so upset that they didn't give Max a suite. So happy that he got to be with all the bums in the ceiling.
Oh, they were
It's crap.
gorgeous. The best the Bay has to offer. And it was incredible them being there with their grandfather, who's the greatest person alive. And what was so fun was in the tailgate, you know, for every 10 49ers fans, there's one New York Jets fan. And there were a couple guys in their 50s with my father-in-law's jersey. So he would kind of walk up to him and say, "Hey, nice jersey." And they'd be like, oh, like they would lose their mind, which was incredible. But wait, what did you ask me?
How the f is your quad? Everybody is waiting with bated breath. You're like, I tore my quad. I can't see. I went to sleep. Are you fine?
So I do something that I never do. I texted my orthopedist. Yes, I have my orthopedist number. Tell me you're Jewish without telling me you're Jewish. And I texted him Monday morning, terrified because I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't really move the leg. And I'm like, I got to come see you tomorrow. Because I knew until I saw him, I was just not going to be right. He's like, come in at 1:30 tomorrow. He's the best. Shout out. And I went in, and then, of course, my father-in-law, who's basically had a broken shoulder since he stopped playing in 1990. I mean, this guy knows how to handle pain. They're laughing at me. So they're like, of course you have to go immediately see a doctor. I went and saw him. He put my fears to rest. He's like, I don't think this is anything like that won't heal on its own. So yeah, it's still quite painful, but we're here. We're on Tylenol and Advil and a little bit of arnica. I'm not going to lie.
The good news is that even if we need to amputate your leg, okay? Even if you can always podcast, all you need is that voice.
I think about that sometimes, and it makes me feel better.
All you need is that voice, Josh. Okay?
What a time. Hey, did you know that the 69-year-old Raiders owner, Mark Davis, said that his 26-year-old girlfriend didn't know he was a billionaire? She was just attracted to his beautiful smile.
Yeah, right. That's a what are you nuts?
This is the smile for anyone who doesn't. Shout out though, love him. He's cute.
For sure. For sure. You picked a great pic of him.
No, it's sick. Can you imagine that becomes trendy? Like, yo, let me get the Mark Davis.
I wouldn't put it past people. People are nuts.
Yeah, like Andrew Schultz has the wildest haircuts ever, and he just like rocks it. He makes it work. He looks good.
No, it's when you're really, really cool, you can do anything you want.
Oh, it's so true.
And when you're not, you just can't. You just can't.
It's so true. Well, did you know that there's a study that suggests that couples who engage in playful teasing and make fun of each other in a lighthearted way often report higher levels of relationship satisfaction and happiness? This might be why you and Claudia are the happiest people ever. She really breaks your balls, Ben. No, I'm kidding.
She definitely does. She definitely does, and I love her for it. I love it. It revs my engine. It is it's our love language. It is. We do definitely gently tease. Overly, less than gently tease, just tease. Break hearts. Look, if you can't joke with your spouse, I don't know, like you joke with a best friend, right? Like, I think.
Word up.
I don't know. You got to bust each other's balls.
Olivia?
Yeah, my boyfriend and I like constantly make fun of each other, and it's a dream. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Love it. What's your boyfriend's name? Do you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, absolutely. His name is Ethan. He's fantastic. We love him. He's been around for a while, so hopefully isn't going anywhere.
Cute.
We'll do a little breakup announcement on the podcast.
No, God forbid.
Thank God you said Ethan. Like, I was playing in my head as you said it. Like, what if she said Rex?
That'd be a lot.
Like Ethan's such like a normal good guy name. Olivia and Ethan. I see it. It's fantastic. I'm wishing you well. Like, if he had like a weird name, Rex is about as weird as I could think.
Rex, that would change everything. That would change this dynamic entirely.
Oh yeah.
Everything. Olivia's married. Olivia's dating Rex.
But exotic names are cool, right? Like Olivia and Pablo, or like Olivia and Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yes. That would have been cool. Oh,
That
what's your
would've been
boyfriend's
awesome.
name? LeBron James.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
I'll workshop it. I'll see what I can pull together.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, do you want to know what the net worths have been of our past 4 presidents before Donald Trump, before they went into office, and then after?
Yes.
Ready for this? Ready for
Yes.
President Barack Obama, before 1.3 million, after 70 mil. George W. Bush, 20 million, after 40 million. Bill Clinton, 1.3 mil, after 241 million. And George H.W. Bush, 4 million before, 23 mil after. It is good to be president.
Yep, but they only make $200,000 a year, right? Please.
I think it's up now. I think it's 400.
Whatever. That's not contributing to 70 million.
Well, yeah, when you're done, you get the book deal, you get the speaking deal.
It's the book. I guess it must be the book.
It's everything.
It's the book. It's the insider trading.
You could do that in office. Shout out Nancy
But
Pelosi.
it's the book. It's the book. It's we lost 500 million in arms, but they're being sold on the black market by Harak Horama on eBay.
You're a fun. I love Conspiracy Ben. Conspiracy Ben is creepy and fun. Oh, I just heard a crazy conspiracy theory. Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I love conspiracy theories.
I know. We should do a segment. Okay. Did you hear that ants didn't get COVID? Do you know why?
Ants as in like my aunt?
No,
or like an ant.
The insects that ants
See,
were.
this is the problem. I'm going to start saying aunt. Because if you're talking about ants and ants, it's rare, but like my aunt has an ant
right
in her pants. It's like, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the insect ants were impervious to COVID. Do you know why? Or why they think?
No, but I want to know who's testing an ant for COVID. Like,
can I give you the answer?
Yeah.
It's because they have little antibodies. Woo! Yes! That wasn't a conspiracy theory at all. It was a dad joke that I love.
It was a joke. And I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, who's testing ants for COVID?
That's it, babe.
Like, that's what we're donating our money to at the schools, so they can run COVID tests on ants.
This podcast sucks. Should we listen to a speak pipe?
Yes.
If you want to ask us questions, get advice, keep it brief. Brevity is key, and go to speakpipe.com/goodguys, and maybe we will play your question on the air. This one's from a fun person named Anonymous.
Hey, good guys. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I got invited to a baby shower the other day, not for a future mother, but for a future grandmother. What are you, nuts? I know you said no more what are you, nuts, but come on, this is a good one. I cannot believe that this is a thing. Now, I do live in the South where we throw a shower for literally everything, but we gotta stop. This is too much. I barely even am an acquaintance with this woman. We live in the same neighborhood and she used to work with my husband. That's it. Mazel tov to you, but please, we gotta stop with the over celebrating everything. For your best friends, yes, sure, a grandmother baby shower. But for an acquaintance, I really don't need to be invited to this. What do you think?
First of all, what I think is you said you'd keep it brief. You told the story in a perfect 20 seconds and then rambled for 30 seconds. Just saying. Just saying. No, fantastic. What are you, nuts? So let me get this straight. She's throwing a shower as the grandmother separate from the shower of the mother or the, right?
I guess so.
If that's the case, then it's definitely insane. And the daughter probably hates her. like stealing her moment like that. Like she's going to have a baby shower for herself. Like that's weird. But at the same time, I don't really understand it.
I don't really understand it either, but I will say that, yeah, maybe if you're a grandmother, you don't need to have the baby shower. There should be one baby shower. Don't overdo the baby showers. I guess if you like are from Seattle and you live in Florida, then yeah, maybe you go and have a hometown baby shower and then you have a baby shower with your friends in Florida. But I don't think that I don't think we're going to solve it here. I'll be honest.
No,
and I think we should get to one more
either.
from Lee.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Josh. Sorry for the intensity behind this, but I was just listening and catching up on all of the podcasts, and I heard Mr. Ben Stoffer's Woody and Nuts moment of the week was invisible ink on iPhones.
Oh, this is a terrible one. You stink, Lee.
Well, good. She was going to shoot me.
Cutting this out, Lee. Okay, this next one is from Kelsey.
Hey, Josh and Ben. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on something that happened the other day. I had a doctor's appointment. I had my baby with me, so I had a stroller. And on the way in, a nicer, older gentleman held the door for me. And as I walked in, there was 2 check-in ladies at the counter, so I walked up to the first one. However, the second one was busy. And as a line started to form, I looked at him, and then I was like, oh, am I nuts? He held the door open for me. Should I have let him go first? Or was it just kind of like, he let me go, so maybe that means I go first? I don't know. I felt bad afterwards looking at him standing in line. Let me know what you think.
That's a tough one.
Okay, so door etiquette. No, I think that when you let somebody, it's about who walks into the establishment first. That's it. You got in first. You get in line first. He was nice enough to stand behind you, but I think you're overthinking it. Like, I don't think he cared.
I agree. I think so too. You let someone go in front of you, it's the Wild West after that. You did your good deed, but then they're ahead of you, and that's just how things are going to be.
Let's talk about door holding for a second before we get to what are you nuts, okay?
Okay.
When does it become too much? I'm holding the door open for one person, right? That was my intention. But then there's 3, there's 5, there's 10, there's a swarm. I'm not a doorman. I did something out of the goodness of my heart. But that last person that you don't hold the door for never saw you hold the door for the first person or for the first 10 people.
That's right.
Now they think you're a schmuck. So when does it stop?
I think we should have just a little bit of a setup where if you are now holding for multiple people, when you do eventually give it up, you look at the last person and go 8 and you just walk through. How about this? This kills me when there's a double door and someone opens a door for you and then you got to go return the favor. Return the favor. I'm not a big fan of that.
No, same.
Let's get to our What Are You Nuts moment of the week because I have to pee like a racehorse.
My What Are You Nuts moment is, as you guys know, I am deep in the food scene, but I have not yet fully gotten myself into food reviews because I don't understand how to do them at restaurants. I don't get it because the only way to properly do it at a good restaurant is to completely imposition everybody around you. So I won't name this influencer by name, but I was out to eat. Okay, at Corner Store, Josh, at a new trendy restaurant, okay? And this influencer, this celebrity, not even an influencer, this very famous celebrity was there with a ring light reviewing food. What are you, nuts?
A proper celebrity?
Yeah.
Who does food reviews now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ring light. Full ring light, like production in a corner booth at 9:00 on a Saturday night.
Alone?
And of course, everybody's looking at them. Everybody. What are you, nuts?
Name
like,
them.
Go. You want to review food? Go during an off hour. Like you can't do it. You can't do it in the heart of a Saturday night with a ring light.
Were they alone? Were they doing their own setup?
No, they were with somebody.
Name them.
I can't.
Why?
Isn't it kind of Bethany Frankel?
Okay. Enough said. Fair enough. Olivia, thoughts?
I think if you're gonna do, I think for a Saturday night meal, like it's too much of a production. I understand, maybe even on a weeknight, but Saturday at 9 o'clock, corner booth, ring light, food review, that's a little too much for me personally.
This is what I'm saying. I have no issues with the ring light. I have no issues with the food reviews. Go on a Tuesday at 6. That's it. Go on a Tuesday at 6.
I'll cut out the Bethany Frankel part. Don't worry, Ben, because
we might get
she's
some
the kind
shit.
of person that'll come for us.
She will.
Yeah.
She came for a different podcast.
Really,
Okay, cut
Olivia?
I'll tell you.
Wait, did
Okay.
it boost their views? Leave it in.
It did actually.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm keeping all of this. By the
cool.
way,
But
Bethany,
like
my
Bethany, if
mom
you wanna
loves
come on, you
you.
can,
She
but, like, we're
always
still
is
pretty
talking
nuts.
about you.
Continue.
My mom watches these food reviews.
I love them.
And my mom has bad eyesight, so thank you for caring about lighting, Bethany. Now I have an observation because my wife and I love your posts where you're cooking and then you try the food that you cook. And granted, this
Tell
is
me.
not at a restaurant.
No, I need tips. Tell me.
I think, and this is a slight productive, constructive criticism within a compliment. You are such a mensch, and it's your food, granted. I think you're going to have to start getting a little more discerning with your score because everything you
know.
cook is a 10 out of 10. And I think
know.
I would bet you some things are a 9.5.
Here, let me tell you. I love that you brought this up. My grading system currently is if it's bad, it's a 4 out of 10. If it's good, it's a 10 out of 10. If it's great, it's a 15 to 20 out of 10.
Gotcha.
I go low, medium, high. If I say 10 out of 10, it's really like an 8. If I say 15, it's really like a 9.5. If I say 4, don't eat it. Now, I could still fix my grading system, but I do this stuff on the fly. It's quick. I eat it. What do I say? 9.4? I guess I could.
We crave honesty, babe. You can't go
Okay, I'm
wrong.
going to do it.
The
Okay,
truth
I'm going
will
to do
set
it.
you
You're
free.
right. You're right. Okay? Stop looking at me like that.
But we're big fans. My wife and I, we love it. We love it, love it, love it, love it. We loved your little burger pressed into the quesadilla thing. Best thing you ever ate.
That was nice, right?
Look delish.
It really was the best thing I've ever eaten.
Your kimchi reviews, excellent.
Ooh.
So my what are you nuts is, recently I was in the great state of Florida and I had I had a rental car that I'd been driving around for 2 days, and I never do this, but I had to check bags, which I never do. So now I'm getting nervous, right? Because usually with pre-check, I can literally like walk in 5 minutes before boarding starts and have no fears. But I know with baggage, if you're going to check it, you need to be there at least 30 minutes, maybe an hour before.
An hour. Yep.
So now I'm nervous and I'm like running. And so I'm dropping my car off at Hertz. Shout out Hertz. We love you, Hertz. This is about all rental car companies, not my beloved Hertz. And I realized, shit, I forgot to fill up the tank. And it's about halfway done. And the guy who's now checking the car back in, I go, man, I forgot to fill up the car. But I think it'll cut it too close if I go. And he goes, okay. He's like, just so you know, though, for us to fill it up, it's $11 a gallon. This is... what are you nuts? Listen, shout out the great Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, that was like, this price gouging for like $200 to change your ticket is crazy. It's gone, right? All these fees and things doesn't exist anymore. Listen, Hertz. Listen, rental car companies. You want to take $1, $2 vig off me because I was lazy and forgot? I get it. But the gas was $3.50 a gallon in Florida. Charge me $5, charge me $6, $11. What are you, nuts? That's not cool, man. Not cool.
It's not cool. It's price gouging. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's greed. It's corporate greed.
Step in, Secretary of Transportation. We need you now more than ever.
And folks, that is our show. Thank you so much for listening to the Good Guys podcast. As always, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on Josh's YouTube. It's fantastic. We're glowing. We look great. Listen to us and watch us. Double the views. Come on, it's good for us. Use our codes. We're hawking some great products here, okay?
Word up.
Use our codes. Don't forget to use the code because then they know, okay, maybe you heard about Caraway from us, for example. Use our codes. It's good for the show. Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We will see you next time.
Oh, and just to add, go buy the new Spritz, the Craig Conover collab, new Spritz, delicious flavor. And my new show, Best Bite Wins on Roku, is premiering October 18th. It's a wonderful cooking competition show. Check it out.